Hi 6th graders, today we're going to be looking at percents and fractions as we start Chapter 7. By the end of this lesson, you want to be able to interchange between percents and fractions as needed. First of all, what a percent actually means is that it's a ratio that compares a number to 100. So when we say 75%, that actually means that it is 75 out of 100. Or 3 out of 4, because 25 goes into both of these. So if I divide by 25, I get 3/4. So we're going to write each percent as a fraction in simplest form. So why don't you go ahead and pause the video and try all these and see how you do. So 50%, some of you are going to be able to just jump to the simplest form because you're going to know. But 50% really means 50 out of 100. 50 goes into both of these, so we're going to divide by 50. And we get 1 out of 2, or 1/2. 97% is the same thing as 97 over 100, and that actually cannot be reduced any further. 125% works the same way. It becomes 125 out of 100, which is the same as 1 and 25 hundredths, or 1 and 1/4, because I can divide both of these by 25. A really common mistake I see with some of these is that we get this part and then we get here, but when we transfer over here, a lot of people just leave the 1/4 and they forget the 1 because they reduce the fraction. So just make sure you're carrying that 1 all the way over. So 235% is going to be the same type of thing. It's really 235 out of 100, which is the same as 2 and 35 hundredths, because 100 goes into 200 twice. 5 goes into both of these, so divided by 5 would be 7. So we have 2 and 7. 100 divided by 5 is 20, so 2 and 7/20. In a recent survey, 28% of all cell phone users take pictures with their phone. What fraction is this? So 28% means 28 out of 100. 2 goes into both of these, so 28 divided by 2 is 14. 100 divided by 2 is 50, and actually I could have done 4 because now 2 goes into both of these. So we have 7/25. Now we're going to change each fraction into a percent. And basically what that means is we're trying to get that denominator equal to 100, because remember, percents are always out of 100. So we can form a proportion where our bottom number is 100. In this case, 20 times 5, so I can do 9 times 5, and I get 45 out of 100, which is 45%. So why don't you go ahead and pause the video and try the next few on your own and see how you do. So once again, I'm going to set my proportion over 100. 5 times 20 equals 100. 3 times 20 is 60, so this would be 60%. Here, what this really means is 1 is equivalent to 100% plus our 1/4. Well, 1/4, 4 times 25 equals 100. So this is really 25 hundredths, so it's 100 plus 25%. So we have 125%. On our next one, same type of thing, changing 2 into 100, so it's times 50, times 50, so we have 50. 1 is 100 plus 50, so we have 150%. Alright, so now what we want to do is we want to write a percent to represent the shaded portion of each model. So if we look at our first one, we have 2 out of 4 regions that are shaded. But we want to write this as a percent. So we need to make this out of 100. 4 times 25, 2 times 25 is 50. Some of you would be able to just look at that and know that it's half of it, so it would be 50%. Alright, so why don't you go ahead and pause the video and try the next couple on your own, keeping in mind that this one is actually one model. Okay, so on our next one we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 parts. So we have 10 parts. There's 3 that are not shaded, so that makes 7 that are. 10 times 10 is 100. 7 times 10 is 70. So this is 70 out of 100, or 70%. On our last one, the one that's fully shaded represents 100% because it's a whole. Or, if you want to look at it as a fraction, it's 5 out of 5. Our next one we have 3 out of 5. Or, if we're looking out of 100, 5 times 20, 3 times 20 is 60, plus our extra 60%. So this model is actually 160%. Don't forget to record your question on Edmodo after you're done watching this, and we will go through more of this tomorrow.